Hi Scorpio, welcome to my channel. I'm going to be doing your weekly reading. Doing things a little different. I am focusing on, since it's the full moon, I'm focusing on what things that we need to heal and surrender for this week. And I pulled an oracle card that I will read at the end for you guys. Number 22 came out, which says, have faith. It is from this deck. I'm loving it. Every time I read a card, I'm like, deep. What's going on for Scorpio this week? I pulled two cards from the Power of Surrender deck. Let me show you. And then two cards from the Sacred Destiny deck. Okay, so for the Power of Surrender, something that the universe is asking you to surrender, Scorpio. It says it's time for a relationship to shift. It doesn't work to try and fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. So you could be dealing with a person that you are in fix-it mode with. You could be in trauma triangle with this person, where it triggers something in you where you feel like you need to come in and rescue someone and save the day and make everything better, and it's really telling you that you need to stop doing that. You're taking their power away from them to work on themselves and fix themselves. The next card you got from the Power of Surrender deck is, I'm really having a strong pain here in my neck. That it's like, it's here. It's like the, from my neck down to my shoulder, this muscle here, I don't know what it's called. That could be important for somebody because it's like really getting on my nerves. Like I can't get comfortable. Somebody could just be being a pain in the neck to you, okay? The next deck from the Power of Surrender, the next card from the Power of Surrender is surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. So there could be an issue or a story that you're telling yourself about yourself that's keeping you from growing and from standing in your power. And interesting, that goes along with the each person must be accountable for his or her own healing. So it's asking you to let go of trying to fix something and fix yourself is pretty much what I'm getting from that. And I'm sharing these and reading them out loud and showing you the cards, which isn't something I normally do, because they're oracle cards. And I feel like, you know, each person with these can get their own messages from the images. The card that came out on top of the surrender, the idea you can fix someone, from the Sacred Destiny deck is trust. So letting go, it might be really hard for you, but the universe is letting you know that you need to just trust for the best, trust for the best possible outcome, that even if you can't see the outcome, that you need to have faith and trust that this is the way. This is the way. No matter how it seems or looks, you can't, what's the word? You can't predict what's going to happen. I mean, all the times in my life where I've been in situations that seemed really dark and like there was no way out and there was no way I could see anything positive happening in the situation, and I've surrendered it to the universe, and literally have had to say to myself, like, I'm just going to have faith and know that you have my back and this is for the best possible outcome. And somehow it always ends up that way. Well, not somehow, it's because the universe does have your back. And no matter how things seem, if you focus on the darkness or the heaviness of a situation, you can get stuck there. But as soon as you give it up to something higher and know that it's for the best of everyone involved, it can kind of get you out of that. And I'm not saying it doesn't hurt or it's still, you still don't have feelings and you still don't go through it, you do. But there's an underlying core belief that it's all going to be okay and that you're safe, versus just saying to yourself and having belief in, you know, this is awful and horrible and I don't see a way out. The card that fell on top of the surrender outdated beliefs about yourself is happiness. This is how you get to happiness, Scorpio. This is how you get to this place. Sunny, happy, colorful dolphins. This card just reeks happy, okay? You want to get to that happy place. You want to get there. You need to surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. You need to surrender the idea that you can fix someone. I'm feeling there's a strong energy here of just having acceptance. There's a situation in your life that feels out of control, and the universe is asking you just to accept what's in front of you. Accept it. Work on yourself. Work on how you feel about yourself so that you can get to this place of happiness. You get there by trusting, by having faith. Have faith, trust. That's how you get here. Okay? I think that's pretty clear. I'm going to do your tarot reading now. And then I'm going to read from the book for number 22, which is the master number. And if you want to know more about that, you can look it up. You can look it up. Okay, we are in the energy of Gemini opposing Sagittarius in the sun. Sagittarius is all about long-term goals, what's best for me in the long run, what's best for me, like forever goals, your highest self, your highest goals, your highest purpose. And Gemini is more of like, what's best for me right here in the moment, what's best for me to fix this short term, it's kind of like a band-aid, I feel like. A band-aid to solutions, and Sagittarius is more like, rip the band-aid off, let's get to the root of what's really going on here. This is a problem, and I can't be in this energy anymore, and I need to focus on how I'm going to feel when I'm old and gray versus right now. And Sagittarius is like, if it has to get dark, grungy, dirty, messy right now, that's okay, because it's going to get me to that place that I know I need to be or where I'm going. And Gemini is more like, no, right now, let's just do this temporarily. It's going to work for a while. But Sagittarius knows that it's not going to last forever. Okay, so there's that back and forth energy of opposition going on, the battle. They're very similar, but different energies. You know, it's about communicating, but one's about communicating higher, on a higher frequency, and the other one is more about communicating. To me, Sagittarius communication is more like on a spiritual wavelength, a higher, I'm sure you know what I'm trying to say, and Gemini is more of like in this physical, you know, it's the first air sign, so it's about communicating right now, here and now things, and Sagittarius is like up here, like da, da, da. Bigger picture energy. So Scorpio, what are you conflicted about? The universe is calling for a shift here. Someone needs to just focus on their happiness, themselves. Some of you could be going on vacation or have a vacation planned. Or you may just be spending a lot of time alone, because this vacation spot here on this card for me is very much like somewhere where there's not a lot of people. All right. Okay, for your desires, There's something here that's just an unrealistic idea. And I think this ties right into Scorpio, letting go of the limiting ideas about yourself. And it's from your past. There's something from your past that was traumatizing to you, that you're kind of stuck in a pattern of thinking, or it has you stuck in, actually, it has you stuck in a cycle of emotion. You may feel like you're drowning in your feelings right now. Yes. Before I started this and I was channeling your energy, I felt so emotional, like I wanted to cry as I was shuffling through this Have Faith, the card for Have Faith, the healing cards. You could just be feeling like you're drowning in all this water and emotion. But what I'm very much getting from this is that whatever this is, whatever the situation is, or this person, or whatever it is for you, Scorpio, whatever this is, it's not a clear picture of what's really going on. It's like you're triggered from something from your past that has you in your feelings, but you're like stuck in that trauma cycle, okay? And I'm saying like trauma and trauma triangle and this and that. I also have videos on my channel about trauma. I've had a very traumatic life. So sometimes, you know, this has never come up for me before in a reading. So I'm feeling like this is that's for a reason. This is very much something that has to do with trauma from the past that keeps you stuck in a cycle. But it's like something happened to you and you started saying things to yourself that were negative. And you just took them on as a belief system. Like you thought it so much in your head that now you feel that way. And something happened that has you, like you are drowning in your emotions. But it's very much what I'm getting is, it's like when someone's not seeing the bigger picture of Sagittarius energy or the full picture. It's like they're just stuck on, their perspective to me is a very stuck view. And it's almost, I have to say it because it's what's in my head. It's almost that victim mentality of like, poor me. Where it's like everybody else has a problem or is the problem, but you can't see. You're focusing your energy outward, like, oh, well, you need to do this, or you could have did this, or all the problems like with telling other people what their issues are. And I'm getting that this, whatever this issue is for you, Scorpio, you need to just retreat from that, okay? Because you're not happy. You need to retreat. You need a vacay. You need to go be by yourself and figure out what the heck is going on here. And just focus on yourself and focus on how you can react in a different way, or how you can maybe ask yourself questions like, you know, why do I have this thought about something? And maybe that'll get you to a place of understanding, like it's from a place of hurt and pain. It's not like a actual, oh my gosh, what am I trying to say? It kind of feels like an illusion a little bit. Like you're not seeing it clearly. Like there's kind of a blindfold on. It's kind of foggy. It's not clear. Like you're not seeing the clear whole picture because you're so hurt and you're so in pain and you're so emotional and you're so at your breaking point. But this is very clear to me that there's something here that's not being seen clearly, and you need to let go of looking outside of yourself about everything else and focus on yourself, what you believe for yourself, getting okay with yourself, removing yourself from whatever this is, and just really having faith and trust that it's all going to work out. And I'm feeling like the fear is that, like, you're having a fear that somebody is going to take something away from you, or somebody took something away from you, or you're worried that somebody's going to take something away from you. And for some reason that, like, you feel like that has power over you, but I'm getting that that's not real. That's like, that's you being, that's a thought that comes from you being in your feelings or not seeing something clearly because you're hurting. Scorpio, I'm getting that, like, deep down, like, there's this deep hurt here that has to do with trauma and being triggered. And it has to do with the loss of something or someone, or it's like you're feeling the loss or of something or someone that it's like this. I don't know how to say this clearly because I'm feeling like it's so unclear, you know, like, so it's like feeling the pain and the hurt of like losing someone, okay? And you're like in it, like you actually lost them, but I'm getting that you didn't lose them. I hope that makes sense. Like they're still there. But for some reason you're feeling it as if it's real, but it's not real. It's like a perception issue is what I'm getting. Like it's not full picture. It doesn't have the clarity. It feels foggy. Like I just keep getting someone so upset and so in their feeling and so hurt that they're just not seeing things clearly. And something triggered them, and it has to do with a loss or feeling like they're losing something or someone, but that person isn't gone. Yeah, there's a three-party energy here, and take it how it resonates with you, Scorpio. It could be three people in the mix of the story. It could be, you know, third party, the energy of more than two people in this, or two energies in this. It doesn't have to be another person. It can be like a job or whatever you are perceiving as getting in the way. I mean, most of the time for people, it is another person, but sometimes it's not a person. Like if you're in a relationship with someone who works all the time, you know, and you never have time with them, that could be the third party energy. It's you, them, and their career. And to you, you're perceiving that as getting in the way. It could actually be another person. There could be an issue with jealousy here about somebody looking in on somebody else and wishing that they had what they had. And see, I'm getting you're not seeing that clearly either. This is like a perception thing. Like, and I'm getting that it's like, I'm seeing like the blanket, so like a blanket. So I'm getting that this is like, it's like this issue is like the top issue, the issue on top, but underneath of that, there's a much deeper issue. And I think that's why I'm getting this whole like a childhood trauma, something from your past, something from your childhood that you got stuck in a belief about something that now when you see something that's similar and it triggers you, you automatically go to that place and you overreact in a way that isn't conducive to the situation you're currently in, because you're bringing everything, all of that energy from that situation into the current one. So if you've been triggered about something over and over and over again, or each time you've had this reaction, it's like you're grabbing all those times and you're bringing them with you to the present moment. You're not leaving it in the past. You're carrying it with you all the time into every new moment that triggers you. Whatever this belief is, it's like a false belief, or it's just not, it's misunderstood, or it's not seen clearly. It's like all this suffering and pain I feel and sadness for no reason. To me, it feels like it doesn't make sense. And you could feel that same way, like this doesn't make sense. Maybe you are just feeling like not clear and not understanding, and tell you what, my heart is hurting, but there's something here about wanting that happiness, wanting that passion, wanting, there's something deep here. Like you're either wanting a really deep connection, or it's like you're wanting all these good things you want, but it's for some reason, it's like there's a roadblock there. Like, why can't you get there? Why can't you get there? And I'm feeling like you are the only one who has the answer. And maybe you just need to remove yourself from all of this and take a time out and just have faith and trust and stop beating yourself up and know that the answers are coming and your happiness is there. But it's like you're in a pause. It's asking you to ask yourself, like, why? Why can't I get to this place? And I'm feeling, Scorpio, that like you may be feeling out of control, like your feelings or your emotions or your anger, some sort of a reactionary emotion, like has power over you. Like you're not in control of it. Like you may be at your breaking point. You may be at a, like just feeling like so, and this could be outwardly, like this could be something that is being expressed outwardly, or it could be something that is just you're experiencing this on the inside of you, and like nobody is aware, and you're just tormenting yourself about things that they just don't feel correct. It's like if you just were to shift your perception a little bit and see things a little bit differently, or from a higher vibe perspective where it's not also like doom and gloom, I feel like you would shift. But for some reason you're stuck in this cycle of like trauma. What the gosh, I know what this feels like, and I'm so sorry. I feel for you guys, or whatever is going on. This could be, you know, take it as it resonates. This whole story might not be for you. This could be for the person you're dealing with or somebody really close in your environment. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to read number 22 from here. Have faith. Let's give it one last glance here. We're 22 into this already. Interesting. As I read 22, have faith. Faith requires you to believe in something that is not yet evident to the naked eye. To generate more faith, focus on the why. Your dreams, desires, feelings, attitudes, and thinking, and not on the how. Action plans, strategies, and skills. Your whole life you have been taught to think about the how, which leads to doubt and fear. The wisdom of this card is asking you to only focus on the why. The magic that will happen if you stop focusing on the how and only on the why is that after some time of practice, you will notice that the how will present itself to you. It is through your focused, positive thinking that you will create people, circumstances, and events that will take you closer to your dreams. What you have mostly done is focus on the how, which has made you doubt yourself. This means that you are vibrating negative thoughts into the universe, keeping your dreams away. Remember, you were created to be a co-creator here on Earth, designed for achievement. Faith is knowing that everything is going to work out the best possible way, no matter what things look like. The action to take here is take a sheet of paper and in 7 minutes write down, not on a computer it says, all the things you would do or be or have if money and time were not obstacles. Do this exercise every day for 1 week. Then at the end of each entry, write a number between 1 and 10. 10 being you definitely could make this happen within 6 months, and 1 being there's no chance you could achieve this goal in 6 months. Pick entries that are marked 7 or above and find 1 to focus your energy on. Soon the how will present itself and you will take a huge step closer to your most treasured dreams. This will build massive confidence and increased faith in the magic of the universe. Okay, there you go, Scorpio. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure you subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.